This video helps you find the y equals mx plus c rule from 2 points, but involving negative numbers. The first step is to make sure you have an xy table with 2 points, which we have, so that's good. Find m by using this formula, so we can find the change in y and the change in x as well. Now, because there's negative numbers, some of you might be able to do this in your head, and that's fine. It's the same process as doing it that we normally do. But if you find it hard to deal with negative numbers, you can use your calculator and do it this way I'm going to show you instead. So we're actually going to use this formula. y2 minus y1, which means the change in y, over x2 minus x1, which means the change in x. Okay, because it's like saying the last y, take away the first y, that'll find you how much it's changed by. And same with this, the last x, take away the first x, will tell you how much x has changed by. So it's a good little trick if you struggle with negative numbers. So all we do, we may as well, say which is 0.1 and which is 0.2. That can be 0.1, and that pair can be 0.2. So we just sub in y2. So second point, y value, say it's negative 29. Take away y1. Now y1 is 1. Divided by x2, which is x2, 6. Take away x1. x1 is 0. So therefore m equals, if you do this in your calculator, you'll find that's negative 30 on 6. And if you type that into your calculator, negative 30 on 6, it'll be negative 5. So there we go, we've found m. That's done. Step 3, sub in your m and the x and y from one of your points to solve for c. Okay, so if y equals mx plus c now m was negative 5, and we've got to sub the x and y from one of our points. Let's just choose this point because the numbers are easier than 0.2. So for this point here, x is 1, x is 0, and y is 1. So if we sub these numbers into this equation, so y equals 1, m equals negative 5, x is 0. So remember, you can't just write 0 there, looks like minus 50 now. It's minus 5 times 0, plus c that we don't know yet. Let's simplify the sides. The left side is still 1. Negative 5 times 0, well that's 0 because anything times 0 is 0, plus c. Okay, so 1 just equals 0 plus c, so we don't need to show zeros, so 1 just equals c. So now we've finished. So we've got that part done, we've found m and c. Now we write y equals mx plus c, but sub in the m and c values. So y equals mx plus c. Sub in m and c. So y equals m was negative 5, x plus c was 1. So there's the answer. Now, if you want to take it a step further, we can actually just check that our rule works. So now we'll do a check with point 2. So for point 2, x is 6 and y is negative 29. So now let's put point 2 into this equation that we think is right and see if both sides are equal. So y was negative 29, negative 5 times x was 6 plus 1. So negative 29 on the left, negative 5 times 6 is negative 30 plus 1. And then negative 29 equals negative 30 plus 1, if you do that in your calculator or in your head, equals 29. So the left side equals the right side, which means our rule definitely worked. It was correct. So that's it.